Good morning, everyone. Sheila here in Boho Daydreams, and welcome to my channel. It is early. I hope that you're all resting. This is probably take 5. If it's not one thing, it's another. So anyway, I hope that when you do see this, that you're enjoying some peaceful crafting family time. Our weekends pass so quickly. It's raining outside and it's really cozy in here. It's so quiet. I have my girl, Leah, with me, and it's very, very peaceful. And I love the sound of rain on my roof. It's a shipping container, a converted shipping container, so it kind of echoes inside just a little bit. I just love it. It's very comforting. It's not chilly enough to make a fire, or I would be doing that too. Anyway, so what I have sitting here is a Sweet Pea mini, and her name is Lavinia. And I'm just going to pop up my information. I'm Sheila Ginrich, scoghill4@gmail.com. Facebook group is Boho Daydreams. And I'm going to link that in the description box because if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. So Lavinia is made with the extra heavy cardstock index cards, and then she is cut down to half size after she is created, and she is a 24 little page ring bound mini journal. And for this little journal, I've chosen the gold rings and the gold findings on my beads. It just suited her so well. Sometimes you get a mixture. So she has a beautiful ceramic heart, and it's done in lavender. And she has another lavender bead. And she is tied with a very beautiful hand-dyed silk tie. So she's adorned on the top with a beaded dangle. And I love making these, and I've made a lot of these, and I did a tutorial on them so that you can make your own. So I'm going to list that in the description box. So let's open her up and take a look. I don't want this to be a very long, there's always threads. Don't want it to be a very video. Those threads are so strong. Sometimes I'll walk past my shelf and it pulls everything off the shelf because I kind of attached myself to a few threads. It's horrible. But I save most of the threads because it makes those beautiful dangles. I mean, those beautiful boho beads. Wow. It's early. So the cover I left as is. The cover is not decorated because I feel the way the paint is on the cover, along with the beautiful napkins, she doesn't need anything else at all. So there's a lot of embossing. There's antique paper, ledger paper, French paper, a lot of embossing, and collage papers within. And the adornments are mostly antique lace and pieces of gold from the trims that I make packages of. Whoops. You'll also see a lot of white embossing, and I just love that. This is my favorite. This is the world's greatest embossing powder, and it comes in a set of 5, and so you'll get white, midnight black, mirror, there's a clear gloss, and then there's also a silver. And at this time, all I've used is the white, the black, and the gold. But it just embosses so well. There's a lot of embossed paper that I've used, and I have linked this or an embossing folder like this in the description box too. Most of the stamps that you'll see used throughout are Lorna Taylor stamps. And if you are interested in her stamps, please give me an email or Facebook message me, and I can get you in touch with Lorna. I don't know how to directly link her because she doesn't have these in her Etsy shop. So there is some antique lace, and I love to use them as sleeves so that you can put them wherever you want. This is a little journal that you can rearrange however you want. I love this. I love using that, and that comes from these. I take them apart and I'll rip them apart like, let's see, like this. And then I take and do this. And I just take small chunks like that and I lay it down, say right there. And then I just use the mixed media gel and I just gel it down, and it's just, it looks like it's part of the page itself. I love that stamp. I don't know where that stamp came from. That's one of those mysteries that probably got it from a thrift shop. Whoops. I love it. I love that one too. I love the gold embossing flake. Gold flake. I'm sorry, not embossing flake. It's just gold flake. Everything is embossing to me. This morning. Link that in the description box too. I love this napkin. And there again, I've used more of that black. Here's a beautiful little bow that I just took some of that bling from that I have. And then here's that beautiful the little heart. I really do love this little journal. I think she turned out so pretty. I love napkins that have words on them. So when I see them, I always buy them because I love to rip that part out and use that. And I've left a lot of blank pages so that the recipient of this little journal can do something on that page herself, either with a picture or a saying or something like that. I think that's kind of nice that you have space in here to do your own thing. There's another piece of vintage lace. And this is a piece of trim that I just cut down. I cut the top off, which is what these are. And then I just glue those little flowers on in different places. And if any of you are interested in knowing the colors of the paint that I used, just give me an email. I'll try and get that to you. Oh yes, I love this. This is a really old piece of lace, and all I did was those little holes, I just stuck the rings through. I was really happy that I had put the rings in just the right spot for that, because I wasn't thinking about that. And then I just added a little bit of the bling and it lays on top, and I think it just looks so pretty. I did that in the previous journal too. I thought that's so pretty. I love the way the paint worked out in this journal. There's more of Lorna stamps. I love this little pocket. This is some really loosely crocheted lace. I mean, it's old, but I put some seam binding through and just added one of those little flowers, and it's a little pocket. You can put something in there if you want. Here's another piece of vintage lace. And this is a stamp I have added to the description box. And it's got a multitude of stamps. It comes in one cling stamp, but I cut them apart. And so it comes in multiple stamps, which I've used in the next little mini that I'm working on. Here's some more antique lace. Oops. Sometimes they just a little bit stick together. They're not really sticking together. It's just that they kind of attach a bit. And here's another piece of, this was a really big piece of trim, and I just cut it down until I liked it. And there's that. There's another one of, you know, the cling stamp that you cut apart. And then this is the back of the little journal. Now what I put together, which I thought was so cute, is a little mini paper set. I think this is so cute. And I just kind of held it together with a little piece of the same as the tie. And these are pieces that I didn't use in the package. I mean, sorry, in the journal. So I've just included them. But what I did is I took one sheet of my coffee dyed paper, and I cut it down to size, and it's intended to be inserted. Let me see, where are those? Where's the ring binder openings? There. So I cut it down to make a little paper pack so that you can add them to where you want. I thought this was so cute. The last journal had a little bookmark, and I thought this one's getting a little paper pack. So you can make notes and you can insert them wherever you want. I just thought it was so cute. Anyway, that's me. Oops, I'm making everything messy here. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I hope that you get a lot of relaxation and crafting in. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.